That I don't want to be worried about, oh, I fished for 8 hours today. Do I have enough to get back to the ramp or to the boat, to the fish spot and back and fish 8 hours? I don't want to worry about that. This has solved my issue. Guys, welcome back to another episode of Fishing is Therapy. It's time to get that therapy, boy, but in a slightly different way, man. I'm here, guys, man, with another product, man. I reached out to LiTime, man. They're a very popular brand right now, battery, guys, and I have their 100 amp hour in my boat, and I love it. I love it has the Bluetooth capability, man. One thing I ran into, man, on this kayak, and I reached out to them before, is because I'm going to be putting LiveScope on this kayak. And I wanted to run LiveScope and your trolling motor together on one battery, but I ran into a lot of insight before I did it that it could cause a lot of interference, guys. So what I did is we partnered together. They have a battery that has 200 amp hours, but it's only the size of a Group 31. And I have another battery that's a Group 31 here, and I wanted it to be able to fit in this new Porsche Vessel's battery box, okay? 200 amps. If you have a 100 amp hour battery, it's great for a kayak, 25 pounds or so, light. But the big issue that you run into, guys, is that you're not able to run full speed back to the boat ramp or there and back without the battery dying. So you kind of got to run on 7 or 8 or below, you know, the maximum. I want to add more capacity. So what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to unbox this battery, test it out on the water, and just see how it performs on a full day fishing trip. But I'm going to run full speed to the fishing spot, full speed back, and see where we're at. The number one feature I love, though, that I'm going to have now with this is Bluetooth capability. So without further ado, let's unbox this battery and let's take a look, guys. 200 amp hour, man. This is 12.8 volt. This is how it comes. 200 amp hour LiFeP04 battery. 6-month warranty. I want to highlight that. Really good. Use that QR code right there. They got the manual, guys. It has a lot of specs, but it's the Xtra Mini. Okay. Smart Bluetooth 5.0. All right. And the good thing about this battery is you get 200 amp hours, right? But it's only 44 pounds. 25 pounds for 100 amp. If you put two of those together, 50-some pounds, and you're looking at close to a lead acid battery. This one is to double the capacity, only 44. And I love that about it, okay? My kayak is ready for 375 pounds. With everything I'm going to be putting on this kayak, I'm going to be somewhere around 300. All right, somewhere around 295, 300 for everything that I kind of weighed out. So 75 pounds still to spare. We're going to see how it runs just on the trolling motor. So I'm going to have a separate setup for the LiveScope, okay? Let's take a look really quick. So this is how it comes, guys. They give you the battery posts inside. We're going to take those out in a second. I love that they add the wrench, everything that you need to be able to secure it down. You get the foam in here, all the instructions. Get your foam, and then that's your battery right there. Everything comes secure really nice. Got a plastic around it, I can tell. 44 pounds. You can still strong arm it with one hand, but it is a little more heavy, guys. I want to see how it weighs and how it's set up in here. But this is called the Mini, 200 amp hour right here, okay? Look at that. Smart Bluetooth, 200 amp hour, so double my capacity. So now I can run full speed if I wanted to on full throttle for 3.5 to 4 hours. So I increased that time from 1.5 hours to 2 hours to 4 hours. So I want to be able to run full speed to a spot, especially when it gets storming and thunderstorming, run there, run back, and be able to fish a full day without worrying about your battery dying and being able to track the batteries charging with Bluetooth. That's why LiTime is awesome, guys. I really love it, man. The capacity right here, you get 2,560 watts, okay? You get, look, the charging voltage, 14.4, 200 amps, and this is 12 volt, okay, 12.8. Man, this is a nice battery. You just scan the QR code right here and you run it on the app. I'll show you guys that app setup once we get out there on the water, okay? I'm gonna put this on the major concern I was worried about looking at all the dimensions and everything is it gonna fit in my Newport Vessel's battery box? And why did I want this Bluetooth battery, okay? The number one reason why I wanted this, guys, when I bought this battery right here box, I thought that this rating right here, the testing, was gonna work on a LiFeP04. No, it doesn't. And I didn't want to put a shunt and cut the holes and do all of that. It doesn't work on it. I love the breaker. I love all the setup, but it doesn't read the battery accurately. So I'm over here pressing in the videos like, oh, look, it's only 30, this percent, but it doesn't show me the actual percentage. It doesn't read LiFeP04 correctly. So you need a shunt. I found a better way is that, hey, if LiTime, we work together and they have Bluetooth on it, all I gotta do is pull out my phone and check the battery capacity to the percentage, not just pressing a button and seeing it. So these don't read the LiFeP04 accurately. But LiTime's battery, Bluetooth, reads it to the percentage, guys, and lets me know exactly how much hours I got left on it at the battery capacity that I'm using. So that's why I'm putting this battery in here, and it's a Group 31 size, a mini 200 amps. Believe it? Can you believe that? And you put it inside of here, and I think it'll fit, guys. Let's look at the moment of truth and see if it'll fit here. Look at that. Wow. Fits right inside. All I gotta do is put everything in. I don't have to change anything. Bolt it down really quick. It'll fit right in here with my cooler. There we go, look at that. This is simple with your battery box, negative to negative, positive to positive, guys. Very simple. I love they got this convenient wrench. It really is nice right here to have. I'm gonna put on my Anderson charging plug right here. Quick, open this up here. All right, and they got these covers. That's nice so you don't have your covers touching anything, all right? You have those rubber covers. Get everything out right here. Negative to negative, positive to positive. Both terminals here. This is just my charger for my Anderson connector. See? Negative to negative, and then positive. On the Anderson connector there, my charger, right onto the battery post. Look how simple that is. That's how quick it's gonna be. I like how it, this wrench, cause I have my own wrench ready for it and everything. Nice to have, and it's like rubber coated, so it's I can keep this in the boat. And I like that. Probably up here. For now, we'll see how I do it. Move my cooler back. Guys, so look, the only thing I ran into, the battery post is a little too tall. They're just a little bit tall. They're bumping up against this. So I went and I moved them to the back where it can utilize this area back here. Right, now you can take this off if you wanted to, but I still want that. So I'm gonna tuck my Anderson plug back in there, and now I'm gonna use that cutout right there. It's a little tall, but once you secure everything down, you'll be all set. All right, here we go. Gonna work. See, look at the little test. See how it shows it's blinking like the battery is high and things like that, but it's not gonna show you percentage. You don't know how much runtime that you have left on the battery. And that's what I wanted to eliminate, guys. Hey guys, look at that. So all I'm gonna do is, guys, now, I think LiTime has a great product, because man, you were able to bridge the gap between a lot of weight for like a lead acid, but you get 200 amp hours. It doesn't seem to be too heavy for my kayak. Like I said, I'm gonna test it out, guys, all right? So we about to get out there on the water. All right, guys, we at the boat ramp right now, about to get out and get us a nice session of therapy right now. You've seen the unboxing, the installation. I wanna connect it to Bluetooth, show you guys how it looks on Bluetooth through the screen recording. And we're gonna go, it's 100% charge right now. We're gonna go run, I'm gonna run full steam all the way to my spot, full steam all the way back, and I'm gonna fish for the rest of the day. I got a late start today, I had a few obligations, but it's around noon. I'm gonna fish to about probably 6 o'clock. So we're gonna get a good 6 hours fishing, running this on the trolling motor, okay? And again, this is on the Newport Vessels 55-pound thrust trolling motor with the smart head on it from Autoboat, okay? This Autoboat right here. Just plug it in right here to my side mount. And you should hear my battery start up on my trolling motor. There you go, you heard that? All right, LiTime battery, let's go, man. All right, guys, man, we out here on the water. Got the trolling motor plugged up. Right there, look right here, this is the Kayak at the bottom, the Kayak 200 amp hour. You can see the charge moving up and down, those bars right there, that means it's an active trolling motor. It's at full charge right now. Look at the voltage. See the current is pulling right now, 3.2, and I'm running on like setting 3. I'm gonna go up to the highest crank really quick, watch how it goes up. Now it's at the highest, You see the battery drop down to 99%. Look at the current I'm pulling. 35, 38. Power. Yes, sir. So yeah, we're definitely pulling some good current around here. All right, so there you go, guys. Let's go ahead and get on the water now. We're at 99%. Let's see what we'll be by the end of the day. Full tilt, y'all. Full tilt. All the way there. It's beautiful out here today, y'all. Beautiful. All right, guys, we ran all the way here, man, to my spot right now. Been about a good 1.5 miles or so, man. So, guys, let's check out and see what the percentage is just getting here right now. All right, guys, after running full speed here, 93% right now. All right, so let's go and fish, and then we'll check it at the end of the day, guys, on a full tilt on the way back. But it's time for me to get that therapy, boy. Check that out, guys. I'm almost to the boat ramp. 85% running full speed there. Look at that. I ran it hard, 200 amp hour. I still got 4 hours back on it after a 6-hour day. Let's go. Still can use it for another 4.5 hours, running full steam. Beautiful. All right, guys, the LiTime battery, man, it's a good battery, guys. 200 amp hours, ran on the water. You saw I still had about 4.5 hours of run time. This thing worked out good, guys. Fit in the Newport vessel, Group 31 battery box. Everything worked out good. Like I said, just the post is a little bit tall, but everything else worked out great. I love it. The app worked immaculate. I was able to see my percentage. So I had 4.5 hours, and that's running from what, 12 o'clock or so. I started recording, like I think I did the screen recording around 1-ish, but I started the battery around 12-ish, getting out there, right? And then, man, all the way to about 6-ish, ran. So that I ran full steam there, full steam back. You saw the percentage, guys, and I think I can run a whole nother day with this battery right here. 200 amp hours, Group 31 size battery, 44 pounds or 43.5 pounds, guys. You're not going to want to miss this one. But it's only a 12.8 volt battery, so you don't have to worry about 14, 24 series, all that type of stuff. This battery is good. It's not too heavy for the Kayak, although I did see that it added a little bit of weight in the back. But my Kayak held it, you know, and dealt with it like a champ, guys. So, guys, drop down in the description. Check out this video. I'll drop the links and everything like that, and any future discounts that I can get you guys for this battery. But if you want to add a 200 amp either to your Kayak or to your boat, you can't go wrong, guys. They're one of the good batteries on the market for a reason. Guys, it gets the Fishing is Therapy stamp of approval. I'll see you guys in another episode of Fishing is Therapy. Peace.